Good morning, good morning, good morning, and wake up, wake up, wake up. It's your boy, Vincent E. Gray with Be Invincible. I have your morning motivational snackable on today. Now, you may be wondering, what are motivational snackables? They're words of wisdom to help you win in life. That's it. They're words of wisdom to help you win in life. And so today, I'm going to provide you with some time-tested wisdom that's going to add value to your life and help you become the best version of yourself. But before we get ready to leapfrog into our lesson, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to go and get your school supplies. Yes, I need you to go and get your pen. I need you to go and get your notebook. And I also need you to open up your note apps if you're the digital type of student. All right, so today, this is my favorite. I'm serious. This is my favorite snackable of all times. I know I say that a lot, but no, this one really speaks to me. This one is really dear and near to me because I went to college at Benedictine University and I had a professor taking this marketing class. And truth be told, I thought this was like a little blow-off class because my GPA, I needed the A because I was on academic probation. And so I'm taking the class, and the professor, he comes out and he says something that I did not want to hear. He said, this is going to be the hardest class you take here at Benedictine. Whew, I said, I do not need this. I do not need this. And he said, and I want you all to know that you're going to have to read 2 chapters every night, and you're going to have to write 2-page paper every day. And I had to take this class 4 times out of the week. And I'm like, man, at 2, 4, 6, that's 8. Yes, Vincent, that's 8 pages. And you have to read 2 chapters, 2, 4, 6. Yes, that's 8 chapters a week, Vincent. And so I get to the point, he said, but the only way that you'll be able to pass this class is that you're going to also have to be in some study groups and you have to be able to answer this question. And this is the question. Are you willing to let go of who you are today to become the person your future is demanding you to be? I want you to listen to what I said. This was the question that we had to answer. And we was in the class and he gave us like the whole period to answer the question. Are you willing to let go of who you are today to become the person your future is demanding you to be? And then this is something that really, I couldn't even understand it. And then this was his last statement. Because you are not a mouse. Yes, Vincent, what does a mouse have to do with what you just said? He said, can you tell me, Vincent, the most famous mouse in America? I said, Mickey Mouse? No. Mighty Mouse? No. Jerry the Mouse? No. He said, the most famous mouse in the world, not even in America, in the world, is the house mouse. I said, the house mouse? He said, yes. He said, the house mouse is the most famous mouse in the world and the most dangerous mouse. I said, a dangerous mouse? He said, yes, because the house mouse, if you give him a cookie, he's going to ask for a glass of milk. And if you give him a glass of milk, he's going to ask for a straw. If you give him a straw, he's going to ask for a napkin. If you give him a napkin, he's going to ask for the remote control. And if you give him a remote control, he's going to ask for a place to lay his head. And after he wake up, he's not going to ask for a cookie. He's going to ask for breakfast. He's not going to ask for milk this time. He's going to ask for a latte mocha. He's not going to ask for a napkin this time. He's going to ask for the newspaper. What am I trying to say? He said, Vincent, in this class, I'm not going to give you anything. Life is not going to give you anything. Life is not going to give you a cookie. Life is not going to give you a glass of milk. Life is not going to give you a straw. Life is not going to give you a napkin. Life is not going to give you a place to lay your head. You have to go and get what you want. You are not a mouse, but you are a warrior. You are a winner. You are a champion, and you are a first-round draft pick. I'm going to say it again. You are a warrior. You're a winner. You're a champion, and you first-round draft pick. You know why? Because warriors, winners, champions, and first-round draft picks, they don't wait for a handout. They create their own opportunity. Yep, they create their own opportunity. This is what I want to tell you today. You are not a house mouse. You're a warrior. You're a winner. You're a champion. You first-round draft pick. So this is the word for today. You do not have a right. Write this down. You do not have a right to live a life that you hate when you have the ability and talents to create the life that you love. I'm going to say it again. I want you to share this with somebody. You do not have a right to live a life that you hate when you have gifts, When you have talents, you have dreams, you have connections, you have resources to create the life that you love. You are not a mouse. You're a masterpiece. You're a piece of the master. That's all I have for you today. My name is Vincent E. Gray. We'll be invincible. As always, never let what your eyes see determine what your heart believes. I need you to do me a favor. Go be successful. You're not a mouse. You're not a mouse. You're not a mouse. You're not a mouse. You're a warrior. You're a winner. You're a champion. Your first round draft pick. I'll see you tomorrow.